So as we think about the EGM way, one of the critical elements of living it out is doing something that I like to call living the question. And that question is, question statement, it's not what's wrong, it's what happened, or it's what's happening. So this is a critical part of living out the EGM way. In everything we do, we want that to lead us in our engagement with somebody. So when I see an individual come through the doors, I don't want to look at them and see all the things that are wrong with them. I want to ask the question, what happened and what's happening in them now? When I'm trying to engage with a staff member, and that staff member's having a really hard time understanding what I'm saying, or maybe even feeling a little bit like they're disengaged, or maybe even arguing with me, my hope is that rather than take an authoritarian role and saying, stop it, it's more, okay, it's not what's wrong, it's what's happening. So what's happening that this staff member might be in a position that they're struggling to come alongside me on this issue? What's happening that I'm not understanding them? What's happening in their context? What's happening in my context that is creating this conflict? And how do we overcome that? So the reason this is such an important question are twofold for me. First of all, I think it's a deeply trauma-informed question. It helps us understand that every person that walks through our doors, and many of the people that we work alongside, be it volunteer, be it partners in the community and our staff, they have trauma that they're working through. And when I start with this is what's wrong, then I'm judging and declaring. I'm not necessarily understanding and knowing. But when I begin with it's what's happening, and I start to go, what might be going on here? What that does is it leads with curiosity, and it allows me to step into their space, and it allows me to begin to wonder differently and imagine them differently, and even begin to experience empathy and understanding. And then from that empathy and understanding, we can start to work on different solutions to help us work through whatever the issues might be, and not get stuck on it's what's wrong. It's what's wrong is easy. That's the simple thing to do. Anybody can identify something's wrong, but not anybody can actually start to understand what's happening and be curious to build a relationship where transformation can happen. And that's why living the question of it's not what's wrong, it's what's happening is a critical foundation for working out the EGM way every day.